Start with questions.
Hey, Breshad, it looked like you made the kind of the first highlight of camp there with that touchdown today. I was wondering if you could kind of go through the play, what you saw, and how you and Sam were able to execute that one.
I basically had a corner route, and I was, number 3 receiver, and I seen it was single high coverage. So, I automatically knew, that potentially this ball can be coming up. And, I wouldn't, Sam dropped a dime in there, and I was able to make the catch.
Breshad, Coach Gase has said you have looked comfortable, that you're playing at good speed, and it's you're not like even you're not thinking out there, that's just coming to you. He said looks like you studied a lot over the off season. How comfortable do you feel?
I feel pretty comfortable. I still got a few things I need to keep going over, as far as little details. But I do feel, pretty comfortable, but, always still trying to get better at the same time.
Breshad, can you talk a little bit about the end to your season last year, kind of what clicked there and how much momentum you can use that for as you move toward this year with a new team?
The end of last season was great, man. I we're going out there really just trying to play my game, trying to play to the best of my God-given ability. And, as far as the momentum thing, I'm definitely taking that with a head full of steam, trying to just build off that, not really have any slow starts, take, just that little stretch and that little run from last season and just keep going with it.
Breshad, it's Kim Jones from NFL Network. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Thanks. I just unmuted myself. Now that you're actually on the field with Sam, what do you think of him? Where do you think, for a still young quarterback, maybe his strengths are, and has anything like sort of impressed you in a way you didn't think it would necessarily?
I feel like Sam is great, man. His throwing ability is crazy. Like, I love the way he throw the ball. The touch that he has on the ball is, like, unreal. It's, like, so receiver-friendly. And it's just the whole way, just his personality and the way that he's able to take, control of the room and the offense and the team, is just crazy, and him being so reserved and laid back and still have that, that authority, when it's time, when it's time to go out there and, let the bullets fly, he can take control over the room very easily. I just like the whole way of how he leads, and him as a quarterback, man, it's a receiver's dream.
Is there anything that you learned last year from either Mike Evans or Chris Godwin or Bruce Arians that's going to help you in your transition to the Jets?
Yeah, I learned a lot from guys, man. I learned a lot from, just the way they came and they went out and go to work every single time they step on that field, no matter if it's a walkthrough, no matter if it's practice, game day, of course. The way they just, handled their business and was like real pros, with literally every little single thing that they did, as far as taking care of their body, as far as their eating. I really learned a lot from those guys.
Breshad, was that the end of last season? Was that more in your mind about finally getting the opportunity that maybe you haven't gotten before, or was it something else that clicked in for you?
Yeah, I feel like that was a huge thing, right there, getting the opportunities. Of course, when you never hate to see any of your brothers go down, but when Mike and Chris went down, it just it made me step into a bigger role, and thank God I was ready for it and I embraced it, and I just had a lot more opportunities and really was out there just having fun from that point.
Breshad, I know you're very familiar with Frank Gore from working out with him and stuff in the off season. Can you describe what he's like as a worker, and just do you marvel at a guy who's that old who could still do what he does?
Man, Frank, man, he's like no other. Like, if you know Frank and if you see him work, like especially in the off season, I got the pleasure to see him work plenty of off seasons. He grinds so hard, man. Like, he worked like he young. You know what I'm saying? Like, he never really accomplished nothing. He still got that hunger, that drive, and you can see it every time he works. And you gotta respect that. And just the mindset that he got. Just talking to him, and it's on a whole nother level. And I got a number of respect for him, and definitely learn some things from him too, as far as just going out there and work, no matter what day it is, no matter how you feel, you're going to go out there and put that work in 100% every time.
Breshad, you talked about getting the opportunity last year. It looks like you're going to have a good opportunity here. You're getting a lot of the first team reps. When's the last time you kind of went into a training camp where you were in that position, where you were the guy getting most of those reps with the starters?
Yeah, most of the starters. Last year I was getting a lot of reps with the starters, but I was the number 3 receiver still. So I guess, when you go 2 receiver sets, I wasn't in there. So yeah, I guess that was pretty much the last time.
How about when was the last time where you kind of felt like you were the number 1 guy? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I ever. Maybe at the Ravens. No, maybe no, not even at the Ravens. Steve Smith was there. My rookie year when I got hurt. Yeah, I don't think I was ever, supposed to be that number 1 guy. So yeah,
is it a different feeling this year for you?
Honestly, I don't really try to pay it no mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I know the opportunity that I'm blessed to have right now, and I'm really just trying to go out there and just do my job to the best of my God-given ability and put the grind in and put the work in, and that all that speaks for itself.
Breshad, it's Kim again from NFL Network. You come across, you and I have never met, but you come across as someone who's really happy to be here and perhaps excited about your opportunity with the Jets. Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm loving it here. I'm definitely excited to be here, man, with these group of guys, with the receiver room that I'm able to play in, and just this whole offense, the coaching staff, just the whole culture here, man. I'm definitely excited, and I'm just thankful.
Is it important for you, Breshad, to follow up from the end of last season to show that wasn't just a couple of game thing, that you can do this for a full season at that level?
Like I said again, I'm not really setting my mind on that. My focus on that. My focus on it was a great run. But now, I'm trying to tap into a whole other level, me personally. And I'm just really trying to go out there and work hard and put this thing all together. I'm not really trying to prove to anybody, that last season wasn't what it was. I'm just really just trying to do my job to the best of my ability and put this work in, and, everything will work out how it's supposed to.
Those 5 games obviously were pretty good. What does a whole other level look like to you?
I don't know. You might have to just wait to see. I feel like it's gonna come, but I feel like just me tapping into my full potential. Like I feel like even those last 5 games, they were definitely good, but I'm sure it's stuff on that I could have done way better. Maybe that's the level I'm trying to get to. So I'm just trying to be more consistent, and every play, no matter what the play is, make sure that I win.
Everybody good? Thank you, Breshad.